Good morning. This is Vic at Four Seasons. Today I'd like to talk to you about tomatoes and some of their problems that they have. This is the time of the year that people love to be out there tending their tomatoes and growing their tomatoes, as everybody just about loves tomatoes. But there are a few problems that people tend to have with tomatoes. And so one of the problems that people bring me is this tomato that's got blossom end rot. And it's got, you can kind of see it's kind of black or brown on the end, and you think it's ripening. It starts to ripen. You think, well, I've got a great tomato, and you go out there and basically half of the tomato or better is unusable because it's rotten. And so a product that's great for this particular problem is a product called Rot Stop, and this is a product that fixes the calcium deficiency. That's what's causing the rot on the bottom of your blossom ends, is lack of calcium. So this product is something you can just spray on your tomatoes, and no matter what size they are, it's a great product for keeping that at bay. The other thing you can do is fertilize with calcium fertilizers. Okay, most fertilizers do not have calcium in them, and so calcium is something that you can add through the soil and also help prevent blossom end rot. Another problem people are having is that sometimes the blossoms are there's lots of blossoms and they just fall off, and people can't understand why they're just falling off. So we have a product called Tomato and Pepper Set. Okay, and basically this is just a natural thing that you can use. It's completely organic. You spray it on the blossoms, and it's kind of like super glue for tomatoes, and it works well on peppers too. So if you're having problems with your blossoms being there but never having tomatoes, you spray this on, and it just basically makes it so that the blossoms won't fall off, and then they will turn into a full-grown tomato and develop. So another problem people are having, of course, is insects, and insects are rampant this year. Thrips, aphids, some white flies I've seen, but not too many, but basically thrips. Thrips are everywhere, and the problem with thrips is they can transmit viruses. So lots of times I tell people not to do something until they see a problem, but in this particular instance, on your tomatoes, I like to be proactive and spray before you see the problem. And this is a product called Captain Jack's. This is organic once again. It's spinosad. It's something that was found in an old Puerto Rican rum factory, and it works really well at killing a couple of things. All kinds of caterpillars, including worms that get in your apples, so your codling moths, it kills very well. Any kind of moths, and it kills western flower thrips very, very well. So I like to spray this on my tomatoes when they start out very small, even when the plants are small, just not the fruit, but the plants are small, and sprayed on a regular basis until we hit around middle of August. And that will kill your thrips, which do transmit the virus. And people are saying, well, what does the virus do? It'll make your plants get curly, it'll make them turn yellow, they'll stop growing, and they won't produce. And the bad news is they can continue to produce that virus in the soil, even for a year or two after your plants are gone. That soil that can stay in your soil, which isn't good. So it's important to kill the thrips off so they don't have that virus. So if you have any problems or you need some further explanations, put your leaves in a little Ziploc bag and bring them in, and myself or any of our staff will be happy to help you any way we can. Thank you.